And hello one and all, and welcome to my Backlash 2016 predictions and preview video. In this video, we're going to be running down the entire Backlash card, which airs this upcoming Sunday, September 11th, live on the WWE Network from Richmond, Virginia at the Richmond Coliseum. I'm looking forward to seeing what SmackDown has in store for their first brand-specific pay-per-view. It will certainly be interesting to watch. It's scheduled to be a 3-hour show, the length, and we only have 6 matches announced on this card. So don't be surprised if we see 1 or 2 more additions added to this card. I was hoping we'd see Kalisto versus Baron Corbin, but apparently Kalisto has been dealing with some injuries, so that's why we haven't seen that match added to the card, but maybe they'll add Kane versus Baron Corbin. We've seen them have a stare down recently. Maybe a match featuring Apollo Crews isn't on the show. So there are a couple guys that probably should be on the show that aren't currently on the card. So, but that's it. That is what it is. Let's run down the 6 matches that we have listed here. So our first match is... It was scheduled to be, the finals for the WWE Tag Team Tournament. Currently, Heath Slater and Rhyno made it to the finals. However, the American Alpha were taken out by injury-wise, with an injury angle, thanks to the Usos, who turned heel on SmackDown. And as you know, I was a huge fan of the Usos turning heel. Therefore, Daniel Bryan announced on Talking Smack that it'll be the Usos versus the Hype Bros in a tag team match to determine who qualifies for the Tag Team Tournament final. I think it's fairly obvious to say that I believe the Usos will defeat the Hype Bros. They will move on and face Heath Slater and Rhyno for the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I feel that once that happens, this match could go either way. I could see them giving the belts to the Usos due to them turning heel and taking out American Alpha and having Alpha go on the chase. Likewise, I could also see Heath Slater and Rhyno picking up the titles, and that would earn Heath Slater a SmackDown contract. What is my prediction? I'm going to predict that Heath Slater and Rhyno win the titles. I think somehow, Jason Jordan might come down and get a measure of revenge against the Usos, and that might cost them the opportunity to win the title. So something's going to happen that will lead to Alpha and the Usos continuing their feud, and that's why I believe Heath Slater and Rhyno will win the titles. We then have The Miz defending his Intercontinental Championship versus Dolph Ziggler. This should be a really good match because I've seen these guys go out there, whether it was on Raw or SummerSlam or Night of Champions in the past. They've went out there and they have really good chemistry with one another, and they will, it'll be a good to really good match. I've always enjoyed seeing these two fight. This time will be no different, even though I feel it was kind of rushed in a way. With less than 2 weeks ago till the pay-per-view, they announced this match. Like I said, the work rate, the match will be great. However, the outcome, I think, I don't see Dolph Ziggler being the one to beat The Miz, knock him off his perch with his 140-plus day title reign. I think that'll be somebody that'll be called up from NXT, and I have a scenario that I'm going to lay out probably in a future video, so I'll get back to you on that. But sticking to this match here, I'm predicting The Miz will walk out and retain his Intercontinental Championship. Dolph will come close, but he won't come close enough. We then have the 6-pack challenge for the inaugural SmackDown Women's Championship, match I'm very much looking forward to. I'm a fan of how SmackDown has really utilized all the women on their roster compared to Raw, so I give them the plus in that category. And these 6 women, we have Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Naomi versus Natalya versus Nikki Bella. Now, I think seeing as how Carmella and Nikki Bella will enter into a feud after this pay-per-view, I would likely... I don't count out Nikki Bella, but that I'm likely crossing them off the list of potential winners. I don't see Natalya holding the title. Neither do I see Naomi, so... Here I have it really come down to these 2 potential women, either Alexa Bliss or Becky Lynch. Now, I want to personally see Becky Lynch win. I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. I felt like she's never She never has gotten the opportunity to hold, whether it was the NXT Women's Championship, the Divas Championship, or the WWE Women's Championship. I'd really like her to win the SmackDown the Women's Championship. She deserves it, certainly. However, I think they might be saving that. You know, if you're a fan of Becky Lynch, you might have to wait a little bit longer. That's my prediction. I think she comes close, but she comes up a little short and maybe possibly wins it at Survivor Series. So I'm thinking they might have Alexa Bliss win it. You know, maybe not a lot of people are predicting that Alexa would win it, but I am a huge Alexa Bliss fan. I think she has a tremendous upside and huge potential, especially for the women on SmackDown. So surprisingly, I'm going to predict that Alexa Bliss will walk out with the SmackDown Women's Championship. So, yeah, we'll have to see. We then have our final two matches. One is Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, a match I've been waiting years to see, and I'm happy that we're finally getting it here at Backlash. I think it's fairly obvious to say that Bray Wyatt needs to win. I know Randy Orton lost to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, but he's Randy Orton. He's the Viper, the Legend Killer, the 12-time champion. I believe he's 12-time. Hope I got that right. He has a number of accolades. Meanwhile, Bray Wyatt, I really felt like he talks a big game, but what does he usually end up doing? Falls short. Therefore, when he gives these long hyperboles, his big speeches, in the long run, they don't really mean anything because there's no weight behind it. There's nothing backing it up. It's just superficial words, and I like Bray. I want him to be champion one day. In order for us to take him seriously, he needs to start winning some feuds. And it starts by winning this match against Randy Orton. And, you know, I just want to see him come out on top of a feud. It would be nice for a change. I know the Wyatts came out on top of the Dudleys, but there was an interesting statistic that I looked up. That Bray Wyatt, I believe, has not had a singles win at a pay-per-view since Battleground 2015 against Roman Reigns. So that goes to show you right there who needs to win more so in this feud, and I think it'll be a really good match, and it's a match I've been waiting to see for a while. Build has been a little bit underwhelming, but put that aside. Randy Orton's a good worker, obviously. Bray Wyatt's a good worker. You put them in the ring together, I think we're going to see something special. So, yeah, my prediction is Bray Wyatt, hopefully, to walk out with the win. And then we finally have our main event. Match I've been waiting a long time to see. They had a match once before on Raw. I thought it was good, but I know they have even better up their sleeve. Of course, I'm talking about Dean Ambrose defending his WWE Championship versus the phenomenal, the man, the MVP of WWE of 2016, AJ Styles. It's going to be a really good match. Let's start with that. Ambrose, Styles, you know, you put them in the ring together, it's going to be good stuff. Styles is having a career year for himself. Like I said, he is the MVP of WWE in 2016. Night after night, put on the best matches that he possibly can. Improved his promo work. I thought his promos have been spot on. I just really dig his character. Beat John Cena. I feel like the most proper way to follow up beating the face of WWE is to finally give AJ Styles a run with the WWE Championship. I think he deserves it. I think he deserves to go on a long tear with that title. And I think it starts here at Backlash. I like Dean. I like Dean a lot. But I just feel like the time is right to put the title on AJ. And it just makes sense. That's how you follow up him beating John Cena. You have him win the championship and go from there. And then when somebody knocks off AJ Styles for the championship, it'll mean something. So it just logically to me makes sense for AJ Styles to walk out the winner of this heavyweight championship match. So really looking forward to this match and the other matches on this card. Just hopeful they were able to fill out all 3 hours for this pay-per-view. So I'm looking forward to seeing what SmackDown has in store for their first brand-specific pay-per-view. So those are my preview. That's my preview and predictions video for Backlash 2016, airing this Sunday on the WWE Network. Guys, let me know down in the comment section below what your predictions are for Backlash on Sunday night. And I have a special announcement at the end of this video. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., I will be debuting a new series live on YouTube and Google Hangouts. Click the links, should be on my channel down below all the way at the bottom, for the first ever Giza Wrestling Report. It's going to be episode 1. We're going to be breaking down all major headlines from this past week in professional wrestling. So, a new series designed to just examine the news and what's been going on in pro wrestling, major stories only, of course, and we'll break those down and give you our analysis and opinions. Throw in a little UFC 203 predictions because, of course, tomorrow night, CM Punk will be stepping in the ring and fighting Mickey Gall. So I look forward to discussing that on the Guys of Wrestling Report, Episode 1. So 3 p.m., Google Hangouts, YouTube.com. Come on over if you're not doing anything. Like I said, it's going to be, I'm excited to watch UFC the next night, tomorrow night. And, of course, we'll talk about that. And I have to say I will be bringing a very special guest on with me. So it'll be an honor to have this person on. I won't reveal who the guest is, but you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out. So that way I'm kind of leaving the cliffhanger for those who want to tune in. So thank you all for watching this video. Remember, Guys of Wrestling Report tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Very special guest. Look forward to that. And I will see you all, of course, for my live Backlash review. I will have that up around 11:10 p.m. So a lot of content coming soon to the channel, and I will see you guys later in my next video. Until then, guys, take care.